Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Father, I have horrible doubts. Sometimes I wonder if God exists. Sometimes I think that He's not concerned about me. Sometimes I wonder if He cares about the people in this world. If He exists and if He cares, then why do horrendous things continue to happen in our world? These and similar questions, even from priests, in fact, deacons and all priests, as well as bishops and even popes, are often attacked by doubts. Doubting is part of our human condition. There's a part of us that wants to believe that our physical world is the only form of life that really exists. There's a part of us that questions the spiritual. I believe, Lord. Help those parts of me that don't believe. Words of a frantic father said to the Lord. A man had brought his son to Jesus to be healed. The boy was having seizures, throwing himself into a fire and down a well. The people of the time thought the child was possessed. The man told Jesus about his son and then added, I brought him to your disciples, but they couldn't do anything. If you can do something, take pity on us and help us. Jesus said, all things are possible to those who believe. The man cried out, I do believe, Lord. Help my unbelief. Jesus healed the boy. Help those parts of me that don't believe. That's a prayer that we all have to say whenever we have doubts, whether we question God's concerns for us in this world, whether we question the church's teaching, or even if we question God's existence. Every one of us throughout our lives will need to call out, I do believe, Lord, but help those parts of me that don't believe. Thomas, the world-class doubter of today's gospel, had experienced Jesus' words and his miracles. More than that, Thomas himself, as well as the other disciples who would become apostles, had actually witnessed the power of God working through them. Jesus summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits, to cast them out and to heal every kind of disease and every kind of sickness. Thomas had been a part of all of that. He had been given those powers, and yet, he still doubted. Now maybe Thomas, like Peter and the other 10 disciples in the upper room on Holy Thursday, was so shocked by the crucifixion by Good Friday that he lost hope in the resurrection. He lost hope that there would be an Easter Sunday. Maybe Thomas, like Judas Iscariot, was so heavily planted in the physical world that he believed all his spiritual experiences to be insignificant. Certainly that would explain Judas's selling out Jesus, betraying him. Was Thomas like Judas in this way? Perhaps Thomas wondered if there was some sort of physical explanation for the wonders he had experienced. Or maybe Thomas just wasn't going to believe anything the other disciples said, even if they told him the Lord had risen from the dead. In the parable of Lazarus, in the parable of the rich man, Jesus had prophesied that those who are not united to God, those who did not believe in Moses and the prophets, would not believe even if someone were to rise from the dead. Perhaps Thomas was not as committed to God as he thought he was. What a scene in that upper room. the Sunday after Easter. Thomas had heard that Jesus had appeared to the other disciples the third day after he died, Easter Sunday. But Thomas wasn't there to see at this time. Thomas had said that he wouldn't believe unless he touched Jesus' wounded hands and put his hands in Jesus' pierced side. And then Jesus appeared. He told Thomas to do what he said he needed to do to believe. He said to Jesus, "My Lord and my God." It is at this point that Jesus looked at Thomas and said, "You believe because you have seen." And then Jesus looked at us, people throughout the ages, you and me, and said, "Blessed are those who have not seen but who believe." We who were not there to see were in Jesus' eyes blessed simply because we are here and we didn't see. Jesus continues to look at us. He sees our fears, he hears our questions, he knows how we often struggle with doubts, and he has mercy on us, just as he had mercy on Thomas. If he did not hold Thomas's doubts against him, Thomas, who had experienced so much of the Lord's presence, so many wonders, so many times, if he didn't hold Thomas's doubts against him, he will not hold our doubts against us. And for all of us, in our confessions, admit our doubts, well, the very fact that we, you and me, hate those things that we doubt the Lord, then our struggle to fight doubts, our prayers for help with those parts of us that don't believe, all of this draws God's mercy upon us. This Sunday is Divine Mercy Sunday. The picture of the Divine Mercy, the Lord risen, with the open tomb behind it, and we read what is under that picture. Jesus, I trust you. We trust in his care and concern for us and all the people of the world. And when we hear about horrendous things happening, as we do every day, we trust that the Lord will care for the victims. St. Peter says that in the war against evil, our ancient enemy, the devil, prowls about like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. He tells us to be strong in faith and stand up to him. We cannot let Satan's temporary victories turn the tide in the war for God's kingdom. There is a short prayer taken from a hymn entitled Trust Him. Trust him when dark doubts assail thee. Trust him when thy strength is small. Trust him when to simply trust him seems the hardest thing of all. Trust him, he is ever faithful. Trust him, for his will is best. Trust him, for the heart of Jesus is the only place of rest. Jesus, we trust you to help those parts of us that don't trust, that don't believe. On Divine Mercy Sunday, we pray, Jesus, we put our trust in you.